You've probably seen those jaw-dropping AI images online. A beautiful woman facing the camera directly, golden hour lighting glowing off her skin, her eyes sharp and alive, the shadows soft like they were shot with a $3,000 DSLR. You scroll, stare, and think, what tool created that? I've thought the same. So this week, I decided to finally find out. I locked myself in for 3 days. No distractions. And no second guessing. Just me, a long list of the most talked about AI image generators in 2025. And one goal. To find out which ones can create art so real, so stunning, they could be mistaken for a photo shoot. And to be honest, most of them disappointed me. Bad anatomy, broken prompts, and even overdone effects. So disappointing, right? But guess what? I found 4 tools that blew me away. One even made me question if it was legal to create something that realistic. And today, I'm going to show you those 4, ranked, tested, and explained in full. Not based on hype, but based on what actually came out of them. Side by side, no filters, no bias. I'll even walk you through how to use each one and why some are better for YouTube thumbnails, others for freelance work, and one that just completely shocked me. So before we dive in, if you care about leveling up your visuals, not just making art, but making real visual experiences, then hit the subscribe button and turn on all post notifications so that you don't miss my future contents. This channel is built for creators and freelancers who don't want fluff. Let's get into the countdown. Here's the real problem with most AI image generators today. They all promise photorealism, but very few deliver. You'll type in the perfect prompt, something detailed, creative, you're excited, and end up getting a weirdly shaped face, hands with 7 fingers, eyes that don't match, backgrounds that look like they were stitched together by a robot who's never seen real life. And you sit there thinking, was it my prompt? Or is this tool just garbage? At this point you become so frustrated. Especially if you're a content creator who needs thumbnails that stop the scroll. Or a freelancer trying to impress a client with a cover image, product mockup, or concept art. When your AI tool lets you down, you look bad. The truth is, 80% of AI image tools out there were built fast, slapped with a clean UI, and dumped online just to cash in on the trend. They might work fine for abstract art or cartoon styles. But if you need depth, shadows, skin texture, sharpness, and accurate lighting, you're out of luck. That's exactly why I took this challenge seriously. I wasn't just trying to make a cool list. I was trying to solve a real problem for myself, and for people like you who don't have time to test every tool. Tools that look good on their homepage but collapse under real creative needs. I've wasted hours. You probably have too. So instead of guessing which tool might work next, I put them all through the same test. The same realistic prompt, the same workflow, and the same grading system. So here's the prompt I used, word for word. A cinematic close-up portrait of a woman at golden hour, DSLR quality, soft shadows, detailed skin texture, realistic background, depth of field, Canon 85mm f/1.4. Why this prompt? Because it pushes realism to the edge. It forces the AI to understand light, texture, depth, and accuracy, all at once. I plugged that exact prompt into every image generator on my shortlist, from the free ones everyone's talking about, to the more advanced, paid tools only serious creators use. And I judged every result using 4 clear criteria. 1. Realism. 2. Prompt accuracy. 3. Speed. 4. Usability. I will leave the link to all the tools in the description, so check it out. Alright, let's start the countdown. At number 4, we have Ideogram AI. It's not just an image generator. It does something that even the most advanced tools like Midjourney still struggle with. It understands text. I'm talking about actual, readable, centered, correctly spelled words inside your image. Whether it's poster design, YouTube thumbnails, or branded visuals. Ideogram nails what others mess up. Most AI tools, even powerful ones, still get confused when you add text to your prompt. They'll give you gibberish, warped letters, or straight-up nonsense. When I asked it for a cinematic portrait, same prompt as before, golden hour light, realistic depth, and DSLR feel. This is what I got. Clean and framed perfectly. Although the realism is not as sharp as other tools which I will mention in this video shortly. The skin texture feels more artistic than photographic. But as a tool for design work that blends visuals and messaging, it's impressive. Now here's the best part, Ideogram is free. No weird sign-up walls. And the interface is one of the fastest loading ones I've tested. To use it, just type your prompt in the box, add quotes for exact text, and choose the aspect ratio, vertical, square, or wide. Then hit Generate. Within 10 to 15 seconds, you'll get 4 variations. Click any one to upscale or download. If you create content on Instagram, Pinterest, or YouTube and you need visual quotes, cover images, or branded intros, Ideogram is your best friend. But while Ideogram shines in design, it still leans more toward illustration than photography. So what's next? A tool that gives you Photoshop quality portraits directly from the browser. Let's move to number 3. Number 3 on our list is Adobe Firefly, and this one is built differently. This is Adobe's own AI image engine, and if you've ever used Photoshop, Illustrator, or Lightroom, you already know what kind of quality they aim for. But Firefly takes it a step further, because it's not just about image generation. It's about giving creators control over the final look in a way that most other tools just don't. I used the same test prompt we've been using throughout this video: golden hour portrait, DSLR depth, soft shadows, and detailed skin texture. And honestly, Firefly surprised me. The results were clean, balanced. The lighting was natural. Skin tones looked human. Shadows behaved like they were captured with a real lens. You can tell that Adobe isn't just feeding random data into this model. They fine-tuned it for visual harmony, and it shows. Now here's what makes Firefly stand out. Unlike most tools that give you one output and you're done, Firefly lets you tweak styles, lighting moods, tones, sharpness, even depth and art direction. And you can open the image directly in Photoshop or Illustrator and keep editing with full control. Now let's be honest, Firefly isn't for everyone. It's not completely free. You'll need an Adobe account, and depending on your region, you may need a subscription. But if you're a serious content creator or freelancer working with clients, and you already use Photoshop, Firefly will feel like a seamless upgrade to your workflow. You just paste your prompt, select the style, lighting, and color tone, then generate. From there, you can push it into Photoshop, mask it, blend it, and build a final piece that looks handcrafted, even if it started with AI. Firefly isn't the most beginner-friendly, but it's easily one of the most refined tools I've tested, especially when your project demands visual precision. But now, let's talk about something newer. A tool most creators haven't even heard about yet. One that recently dropped and is already going head-to-head with the biggest names. Coming in at number 2 is Flux. Alright, number 2 on the list might surprise you. It's called Flux by Context AI, and honestly, most people watching this video have never even heard of it. But in May 2025, this tool quietly entered the scene. And it came with one clear goal: to crush Midjourney at its own game. The interface is clean, fast, and instantly responsive. You type your prompt, and the generation is quick. Like scary fast. But what really got me is how the output looks like something taken with a real camera. Remember, we are using the same prompt. And when the image popped out, I had to zoom in just to make sure it wasn't a stock photo. The skin had pores. The eyes had catch lights. The shadows fell naturally around the cheeks and neck. It wasn't just realistic. It felt like a moment frozen in time. Even the background blur was identical to real DSLR lens bokeh. Here's what makes Flux even more powerful. It has a built-in batch generation system, meaning you can produce multiple concepts at once, organize them into boards, and share with clients directly. So if you're doing brand work, thumbnails, ads, or even cinematic storytelling, Flux feels like the productivity version of Midjourney. Once you enter your prompt, you can select image count, choose between different lighting presets, and even tweak realism intensity. No need for fancy commands. It's built for visual people who just want beautiful output, fast. This tool is totally underrated right now. And that's why I placed it above Adobe Firefly. Because while Adobe gives you polish, Flux gives you power. It's like having your own AI-powered photography studio, but inside your laptop. But as stunning as Flux is, there's still one tool that beats it. One tool that consistently outputs images so detailed, so perfectly composed. It's become the gold standard for freelancers, content creators, and even ad agencies. If you've been guessing, yes, it's time for number 1. Coming in at number 1. No surprises here. Midjourney V7. And I'll be honest, this tool didn't just win. It dominated. I've been using Midjourney since version 4. Back then, it was creative, but flawed. It could generate surreal images, beautiful concepts. But that realism was always its weak spot. Version 5 got better. Version 6 became more impressive. But with V7, something changed. Midjourney isn't just an AI art tool anymore. It's a full-on photography engine. And it creates some of the most lifelike images I've ever seen from an algorithm. I ran our golden hour test prompt through V7. No special modifiers. Just the same string I gave every other tool. A cinematic close-up portrait of a woman at golden hour, DSLR quality, soft shadows, skin texture, Canon 85mm f/1.4. The result didn't just look good, it looked like it belonged in a photography exhibit. Now I know what you're thinking. Midjourney runs inside Discord. And yeah, it's not the most intuitive setup at first. But once you learn the basic commands, /imagine, /personalize, or the new /style tune in V7, you unlock creative control that no other tool even comes close to. One of the strongest updates in version 7 is the ability to personalize your characters. That means you can create one subject, say, a model or character for your brand, and then reuse them across multiple scenes, outfits, and settings. Perfect for storytelling, series content, or even your thumbnails. It also nails coherence, meaning eyes, hands, posture, lighting, and expressions all line up naturally. And if you're doing freelance work, brand visuals, or high-end thumbnails, this is the tool that separates amateurs from pros. To use it, you'll need a Discord account. Join the Midjourney server. Type /imagine, enter your prompt. Choose upscale, variations, or refine with the new tools like /tune for style and /personalize for consistency. Look, it's not free. Plans start at around $8 per month. And if you're not comfortable with Discord, there's a learning curve. But if realism is what you're chasing, if you want the best visuals you can possibly get from AI today, Midjourney V7 is still the king. Now you've seen all. Some are beginner-friendly. Some are hyper-specialized. But all of them were tested, ranked, and judged honestly, based on what actually came out of them. So, we started this video with one question. Which AI image generator actually delivers photorealism in 2025? And now, you have your answer. Let's recap, fast. Number 4. Ideogram AI. Fantastic for mixing clean text with design elements. A lifesaver for thumbnails, posters, and social content. Number 3. Adobe Firefly. Seamless integration with Photoshop, high-quality lighting and realism, especially if you're already in the Adobe ecosystem. Number 2. Flux/Context AI. New, underrated, shockingly powerful. Realism, speed, and batch workflow all in one place. Number 1. Midjourney V7. Still the king. DSLR quality detail, personalization, and consistently stunning output. Once you learn it, it's unbeatable. If you're a content creator, designer, freelancer, or just someone who values beautiful visuals, you now have a tested roadmap. You don't need to waste time on broken tools, weird interfaces, or frustrating results. You just need the right generator and the right prompt. I made this video because I've been where you are, wasting hours on bad results, wondering why nothing looks right. And it reminds me of what happened when I trusted the wrong crypto wallet and lost $1,000 in under 60 seconds. That story is in the link below. By the way, if you've ever been burned by tech, you'll relate. So if you don't want to keep guessing with AI tools, and if you want to actually see which tools are worth your time, your trust, and maybe even your money, this channel is built for you. Subscribe, hit the bell, and if you made it this far into the video, drop a comment with show prompts. That way, I'll know you're serious, and I'll make a full video breaking down the exact prompts that will always get you a realistic results. All 4 tools are linked below with free credit options and access notes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.